it's Ray. Welcome back to another video. We are doing Oddly Specific today because it's my new favorite. And just like last time, there are a lot of me IRL moments and it doesn't seem like there should be. I'm playing Cluster Duck today because I thought it fit with Oddly Specific. Feel free to mute me and read the duck bios that come up because they are pretty funny. But if you don't like Cluster Duck, don't worry about it too much because we won't be discussing it any further, and in the next video, I'll be playing something else. Alright, let's do it. r/Oddly Specific. Going to teach my kids not to talk to strangers, who Tony Hawk is. Tony Hawk is not a stranger, you could talk to him, do not embarrass his family. Boss, lunch on me today, any ideas? Pizza? Sushi? Me, suspicious that Jeff in HR is an anteater. Ants? I stare at Jeff for his reaction. Okay, new rule. If you regularly consume the blood and flesh of a demigod in a room full of chanting elders, you're not allowed to call other religions primitive and evil. Remember when we were all 15 and would put on drugstore makeup and straighten our hair for 2 hours only to have an average-looking boy who was failing biology ignore us at the high school football game? Yes. Being a grandpa must be tough. Some baby mispronounces a word and suddenly your name is pee-poo for the last 30 years of your life. The government should give us each $8,000, not because that's how much a Batman pinball machine costs, it's for a different reason. Burglar points gun at me. Alright, buddy, just show me where your valuables are and I won't hurt you. Me, haha, sure thing, dude. Alexa, call the police. Alexa, shuffling songs by the police. Roxanne plays as I get shot 16 times. Some people have resting jerk face. Adam Driver has resting. Professor of technology listening to his students present a report on religious symbolism and medieval art that they copied off of Wikipedia. Face. My worst nightmare is Spotify randomly throwing out an Ed Sheeran song whilst I'm driving and then I crash and die and it keeps playing so the first responders think I'm an Ed Sheeran fan and they tell my mom and I end up being cremated to Shape of You. Team, I can hear the near-silent hum of electrical appliances and the bubbles fizzing in the can of soda on the coffee table, but can't watch TV without subtitles and process conversations at 1/4 speed. Some days I'll be in the shower and legit can't remember if I've already washed myself or if I've been standing there disassociating the whole time, so I start the entire process over just to be sure. Same. You know, I once met a wizard in the woods. He said one day, when rock and roll has been restored, my band has temporarily disbanded to rest. I'll have found my soulmate and my dream house is built. I'll have a daughter and one day her husband will be a redhead who's fronting a band. He also said that in a few days' time from when I met him, I'll get hit by poison ivy. I got hit by poison ivy a few days later. Someone typed this out at 5:42 in the morning. A small cumulus cloud can weigh as much as 2 elephants and 2 scientists. Were you really a pleasure to have in class, or were you just the bossy older daughter with an undiagnosed anxiety disorder? I feel attacked. Now that's what I call ambient goth country. Would like to find someone special so we can rush into getting married and have a couple of children who turn out to be awful little brats that drain our bank accounts as we slowly resent each other. You develop a gambling problem. I hit the bottle. Then I poison you over time so no one is suspicious and I can collect your life insurance. But right before you finally die a miserable slow death, I whisper in your ear, you should have swiped left. I remarry your rich cousin. No vegans. Damn, Ashley. Making love is cool, but have you ever stood in your kitchen shoveling shredded mozzarella into your mouth straight from the bag like a goblin who's just escaped after being held captive underground for 47 years and broken into a store that specifically only sells bags of shredded cheese? I just want to make love in a haunted Victorian mansion during a lightning storm on a bearskin rug in front of a fireplace while the groundskeeper watches from inside the walls to the painting's cutout eyes. Is that so much to ask? Feeling depressed, so I went to my shop and made a crab with big come at me bro energy. I love him. Weird device lets you take your fish for a walk. Taking your fish for a walk. You know, as you do. The goal of a woman's life is not to be a wife and mother. It's to dramatically gatecrash a christening party, swathed in a raven black cloak and cackling, I too have a gift for the princess. 203.8 cups of Mountain Dew Baja Blast is a lethal dose. So what you're saying is the limit is 203. Cast off the shell of your old self, spend all summer outside screaming. Jazz crabs. This what romance sound like. Squeedledee-dee. These crabs can really wail. Warning, they also scat. It is not good. I don't care if you feel like you don't exist, like a spirit or a specter controls your body, like you're playing a minor role in someone's coma dreamscape. Clean your damn microwave. Hilo, what is your frog policy? Hi, William. Mind sending us more details about your experience? Thanks. Selena at Pizza Hut. Frog policy. What? No shirt, no shoes, no service. Also, no smoking, no food or drink, no Canadian street slang, no horses, yes, even if they are wearing shirts and shoes. No unicycles, no drum circles, no business casual, no invading Mongol hordes, yes, even if they aren't on horses. No floating sentient glow cubes sent from the future to kill me. No mariachi bands. No conversations that include the word brunch. No wood nymphs. Sea nymphs, okay? No my neighbor named Keith who stole my trash bin. Yes, Keith, I know it was you. No up-close street magic. No tap dancing. No 3 raccoons in a trench coat trying to trick me. Forget Uber, message me and I'll come get you in a 1989 Pontiac Firebird with a 5th of whiskey and an 8-ball blasting Motley Crue on the speakers, and I'll holler, "Hell yeah, brother," at everything you say. Your tongue knows exactly how everything you look at will feel. Try it. Look at the table leg. You know what it'll feel like if you lick it. Imagine licking a football or the couch. Whether you have or haven't actually licked those things, when you imagine it, your tongue knows. It knows. Girlfriend looking at my laptop for evidence that I cheat on her and finds hundreds of short stories where I am shrunken to the size of an ant and must fight for my life. The 1992 song Baby Got Back implies that white people in America disdained large female posteriors. Was this in fact the cultural norm at the time? And if so, to what degree, if any, did the song itself lend to the change in zeitgeist vis-a-vis derrieres? People will swim in the ocean even though there are definitely many corpses in it. People will not swim in a pool with a corpse in it. Humans all have a corpse-to-water ratio that is acceptable for them to swim in. I once cat sat for a 29-year-old cat. She would sit at the bottom of the stairs and yowl pitifully to be carried up. She couldn't find her bowl anymore and had to be fed a spoonful at a time. She had to sleep in the bed with me, and I had to walk her to her litter box during the night. Then I spoke to her owner after the cat sitting had finished, and she informed me that the cat needed none of these things, was perfectly capable of climbing stairs, feeding herself, and slept in her basket, and had simply identified me as a soft touch. I went over to visit a couple of weeks later, and the cat ran straight to the bottom of the stairs and started yowling. Dear diary, made another stranger my slave. Would you still love me if I was a worm? The girl that would dump you if you were a Taurus. I'm sorry I'm a jerk sometimes. I can't help it. Ha ha ha, it's because I'm an asparagus. This is a Counting Crows free home. No counting crows here ever. Thanks. I counted 12 crows. These are not for your butt. Booty shorts with 2 QR codes on the cheeks that lead to a PDF of the Communist Manifesto and a page where you can stream Scooby-Doo. I feel like everybody worships avocado and I'm struggling because it tastes like compressed wet grass lump, but nobody will listen and I'm all alone in this world. Had that dream again where I'm a pterodactyl but I can't fly too good and all the other pterodactyls call me a terrible dactyl and dinosaur laugh at me. What to do if you wake up at 3 a.m. and there's a cowboy standing in your room. Step 1. Check to see if you have traveled back to cowboy times. This can easily be done by asking, is this cowboy times? Step 2. If they say yes, it is cowboy times, that explains everything. Back to bed. Step 3. If it is not cowboy times, ask, cowboy, why are you here? Or why are you here, cowboy? Step 4. If they say, I need your help to find my magical horse Rex, go with them because this kind of thing doesn't happen very often. Step 5. If they don't say that, then this is a bad cowboy. Step 6. Deploy anti-cowboy measures. Thanks for watching my new, hopefully longer video. I had to hop over to Google 6 different times to read some of these. Leave guesses in the comments of what you think I Googled, and if you're right, you win nothing. So hit the like button, leave a comment for me, subscribe, escape from underground, break into a store that only sells bags of cheese, shovel shredded mozzarella into your mouth. Stay tuned for bloopers. I'll see you next week, and goodbye forever. Try it. Look at the table leg. You know what it'll feel like if you lick it. Try it. Look at the table leg. You know what it'll feel like if you lick it. Imagine licking a football or the coach. Couch. Does it say coach or couch? I'm dyslexic.